Thank you. Good evening. Good evening. Please be seated. Thank you. Welcome, everybody. My name is Mark Kinney. I am the Vice President of Academics and Student Services here at West Shore Community College. So West Shore has a long tradition of recognizing student achievement and accomplishment, and we're all very excited to be here tonight honoring this year's top performers. So thank you to everyone who is joining us in person here at Center Stage Theater, and also to the many families and friends who are viewing our ceremony online. Please join me in welcoming Chris Berry, Dean of Student Services.
Tonight, faculty, staff, and administration of West Shore have the honor of commemorating student excellence inside and outside of the classroom. Students, we are here to celebrate you. You're the reason we exist, and we're eager to acknowledge your resilience, your persistence, and awesomeness. Congratulations to every one of you. I want to take this opportunity to say thank you to President Scott Ward, our WSCC Board of Trustees, the entire production staff, our distinguished presenters, and all of you. The audience members, both in person and online, thank you for supporting our award recipients. Tonight, we'll be honoring student clubs, honors graduates, departmental award winners, and ending with the Outstanding Graduate Awards. Award recipients, when your award is announced, please enter the stage from stage right, which is my right, to collect your award. And don't worry, it's easier than logging into multi-factor authentication. First up, the Student Organizations and Activities Program Awards, fondly known as the SOAPs. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Matt Sanderson, Professor of Philosophy and Ethics, to present the SOAP Awards.
Hello, everybody. At West Shore, our student organizations and activities programs encompass a wide range of opportunities, including registered student organizations and campus-wide events designed to engage the entire student body. The SOAP Awards celebrate excellence in student life. Some awards highlight the impactful projects and achievements of RSOs, registered student organizations, while others recognize exceptional leadership among our students. As a co-advisor to West Shore's Student Senate, the group that oversees the SOAP Awards, I'm thrilled and honored to help present this evening's recognitions. First up, we have the Best New RSO Award. I would like to recognize a new student organization that has quickly made its mark on campus, bringing students together through strategy, storytelling, and shared enthusiasm. This club launched with a clear vision to create a space where students could connect over a common interest through inclusive and engaging gameplay. Their trading card games involve strategically building decks of cards representing spells, creatures, and lands. They then battle each other to reduce their opponent's life to 0. In just a short time, this organization has grown and demonstrated a strong connection, consistent member engagement, and a genuine commitment to welcoming new participants. Whether hosting tournaments, teaching newcomers, or simply creating a space for creativity, this club has gone above and beyond what we expect from a new RSO. It is my pleasure to present the Best New RSO Award to Magic the Gathering. All right, next up we have the Best RSO Community Award. This student organization is more than just a shared interest. It's a space where connections are formed, friendships are strengthened, and every member feels like they belong. Whether through casual meetings, collaborative projects, or simply spending time together, This club creates a welcoming environment where students support one another, celebrate each other's successes, and grow together both personally and socially. This LGBTQ plus club has gone above and beyond in cultivating a welcoming and affirming community for students of all identities. Through thoughtful programming, open dialogue, and unwavering support, this club has not only empowered its members, but also helped educate and uplift the wider campus community. Every meeting offers opportunities to learn more about the LGBTQ plus community and their successes and challenges. The impact of their work reaches far beyond their meetings and events. It's felt in the culture of care, acceptance, and solidarity they've helped shape at West Shore. It is my honor to present the Best RSO Community Award to Haven. All right, now we have the most active RSO. Today we recognize this student organization not just for their achievements, but the creativity and energy they bring to our college community. They actively produce and record content for West Shore's Performing Arts Series, Humankind events, college activities, and ceremonies, including this one here tonight. Through their captivating marketing and engagement videos, as well as live streaming events via the college's website and social media platforms, they truly embody Community Plus College. You will often find its members walking the center stage theater, giving an up-close and personal look of artists, which gives an opportunity for those to watch from home as well as from all over the globe. They exhibit great professionalism, and it's clear that their members are dedicated to their craft and take on many production events with enthusiasm. The WSCC broadcast studio simply could not operate without their efforts, talent, and vision. I'm thrilled to present the winner of this year's most active RSO to the Broadcast Media Club. All right, now we have the most adventurous RSO. I now would like to recognize a student organization who is all about getting outside and reconnecting with the world around us. Whether it's hiking campus trails, learning about local wildlife through trail cameras, or just chasing sunsets, this group proves that the spirit of exploration is alive and well on our campus. You can often find them outdoors relaxing in the student courtyard on warm, sunny days, or bundled up in winter gear enjoying the snowfall. Their love of nature and the environment led to the development of an on-campus native plant sanctuary. Together with a few Friends for the Environment of the World, otherwise known as a FEW, it's a local organization, members planned, preserved, and tended to native plants such as golden alexanders, purple coneflowers, and butterfly weed, which can all be found between the ice arena parking lot and disc golf entrance. This, along with many other nature-based activities, has brought people closer to both nature and one another. Together, they provide students with opportunities to explore our beautiful campus and an appreciation of the natural world while promoting sustainability and environmental awareness. The winner of this year's most adventurous RSO is the Nature Club. Now we give the award for the most collaborative RSO. This student organization is all about finding their voice, exploring new worlds, and connecting with others through words. The circle of students consists of writers, poets, and storytellers who read, share, discuss, and offer constructive feedback to each other to shape their own stories. This year they have grown not only in members, but in strength, voice, and creativity. This supportive and collaborative group of creative writers work countless hours each week diligently reviewing not only their own works, but the many student submissions entered to create West Shore's student publication, Dark Matter. The dedication in editing, creating artwork, and placement of readings to provide fluidity in the publication that takes time and great collaboration. This group does it with great attention to detail, leaving no page unturned. This club reminds us that everyone has a story worth telling, and sometimes the bravest thing you can do is write it down and share it. Join me in awarding the winner of this year's Most Collaborative RSO to the Creative Writing Club. All right, now for the Westy the Fox Award. The Westy the Fox Award recognizes a student organization whose impact on student life at West Shore has been both powerful and enduring. This student organization makes a lasting difference in student life by creating a welcoming space where students can grow spiritually, support one another, and walk in their faith together, whether through prayer, Bible studies, service projects, or simply being there when someone needs encouragement. You will find them every Wednesday in the student lounge of the campus center, filling the room with joy, laughter, and moments in prayer. This group welcomes everyone and believes in building a supportive community for all. They believe in providing opportunities for personal development by sponsoring members to attend fellowship conferences and student spiritual retreats to build meaningful relationships with others who share in the same spiritual journey. Their dedication to personal and leadership development is unwavering. They consistently go above and beyond in promoting the club and its mission to the wider campus community. They have added a significant spiritual element to student life at the college. Please join me in congratulating this year's Westy the Fox Award, which goes to WSCC InterVarsity. And now for the Outstanding Event Organizer Award. This award goes to someone who successfully organizes student campus events and brings them to life with creativity, vision, and behind-the-scenes dedication. This person has demonstrated exceptional skills in communication and time management by turning ideas into impactful events from the early planning stages to the final details. She shows remarkable originality, organization, and care in everything she plans out for student engagement events. Whether it's coordinating every detail, rallying volunteers, or facing unforeseen event challenges, she shows exceptional commitment and dedication. She single-handedly plans out each month's student events. By the end of the semester, it will be over 35 events, which include the popular Stuff-A-Plush events, monthly bingo and trivia, and free food events. She effectively collaborates with multiple college administrators to ensure each event stays within budget, marketing brand standards are met, and event setups are scheduled accordingly. She also works with the Student Senate marketing team to ensure each event is properly and effectively promoted. She's done a remarkable job and will continue to utilize her exceptional planning skills well beyond West Shore. It is my pleasure to present the Outstanding Event Organizer Award to Avery Voss. All right, now we have the Outstanding Event Promoter Award. This award honors an individual who does more than just share information. She generates excitement. Through creative student event promotions, energetic outreach, and a sincere passion for bringing people together, she plays a vital role in making campus events dynamic, engaging, and well-attended. She stepped into the role with confidence and commitment mid-year through the semester to fill the vacant position and ensure events continued being promoted. She did it with a strong sense of purpose and accepted the responsibility wholeheartedly. Her dedication and drive in leading the Student Senate marketing team to promote creative, colorful, and informative event flyers proved to be successful by the increased attendance of each student engagement event. This role requires effective and strong communication skills, which she achieves in working with her marketing team, the student event organizer, and college relations department to ensure brand standards are adhered to, and if any changes are needed, she accepts the feedback with grace and professionalism. Whether it's through creative social media campaigns, personal invites, or simply spreading the word with enthusiasm, she consistently goes above and beyond to make sure the campus community is not only informed but inspired. Her positive energy helps transform great events into unforgettable experiences. Please join me in presenting this year's Outstanding Event Promoter Award to Celeste Miller. All right, last but not least, the Leadership Legacy Award. This Leadership Legacy Award honors an individual whose leadership has made a meaningful and lasting contribution to the campus community. This award recognizes someone who leads with vision, integrity, and a commitment to uplifting others. Their efforts have not only made a difference today, but have paved the way for future leaders to grow and thrive. As president of Student Senate this year, this student has demonstrated outstanding leadership, leaving behind a legacy of accomplishments that will positively impact student activities at the college for years to come. She simultaneously leads 7 student Senate officers, over 15 senators. She collaborates with 12 student organizations and is the lead voice of the entire campus student body. She meets bi-weekly with the president of the college, Scott Ward, to discuss academic, campus, and community enhancement needs and opportunities. She does all this while balancing a full semester course load, a job, and dedicated volunteer hours. She is driven, she has exemplary communication skills, and faces any challenge head-on with sound judgment. You often see her stopped in the hallways by students and staff to listen to their thoughts, and she greets them all with her infectious smile and reassurance that their words will be heard. She works closely with her cabinet and manages their roles and responsibilities. For example, she meets with the Senate Treasurer to balance the budget, which includes a sustainable plan for funding the Senate's popular weekly free food events. She meets weekly with her Senate marketing team to ensure events are promoted and they follow West Shore's brand standards, and she meets regularly with West Shore's coordinator of student life. She's built an important relationship with faculty, administrative staff, and campus departments. She has by far been one of the most grounded, steady under pressure, and clear-minded Senate presidents. She has laid a strong foundation of goals and events for her successor to build upon, all with the continued benefit of West Shore students in mind. I'm truly grateful for the opportunity to present the winner of this year's Leadership Legacy Award to Mia Lamerson. All right, I'll now welcome Dr. Mark Kinney back to the podium.
Thank you. So next, we will recognize students who will be graduating with academic distinction. So those graduating with honors have earned a cumulative GPA of 3.5 to 3.74. Those graduating with high honors have earned a cumulative GPA of 3.75 to 4.0. So honorees, when I read your name, I'd like you to please come to the stage to collect your honor cord and remain for a group photo. We're going to have quite a few people on the stage at once, so I would like to remind everyone, please enter on stage right and come up the ramp here so that we can do this efficiently. Thank you. Janine Bertolina. Sydney Bialik. We can clap when we're all up here. We've got a lot of names to read. Christopher Bryan. Megan Case. Kylie Copenhaver. Angelica Deal. Destiny Delaney. Isaac Duran. Jamie Ferguson. Alexandra Grillo. Whitney Hoeker. Keely Jacobs. Samantha Jensen. Asher Johnson. Caitlin Carnes. Mia Lamerson. Melody Leone. Casey Lundberg. Rachel Miller. Clayton Mobley, Luke Nijelski, William O'Dwyer Jr., A.J. Robertson, Christina Seymour, Scott Slocum, Ella Smith, Zane Sooks, Ryan Szymanski, Ariana Tanner, Andrew Vaquera, Shaylee Waller, and Levi Webster. Let's give one more round of applause to our students graduating with honors. Thank you. You guys can head back to your seats. Next, we have our students graduating with high honors, which again is 3.75 to 4.0. Sarah Abbott, Alexis Alfeld, Abigail Ashley, Grace Ashley, Robert Battis, Holly Bowen, Cassidy Bowen, Daphne Boudreau, Annette Chimal, Caitlin Crum, Tristan Day, Sarah DeFries, Terrence Durga, Aubriana Foster, Rebecca Hanna, Caitlin Harker, Alex Harness, Grace Higley, Tommy Hunn, Sarah King, Cullen Kraus McCarty, Drake Lammers, Morgan Major, Matthew Mason, Teresa Patrick, Noah Popularts, Riley Premier, Michael Quinteros, Evan Scarlata, Shayna Schwartz, Matthew Stilson, Catalina Stong, Daphne Strello, Audrey Tominskis, Avery Voss, Brandon Vanderzanden, Anna Van Dynen, Zachary Visser, Baden Webster, Elena White, and Sean Wood. Let's give them just a moment. Oops. Do you guys want to make 2 rows even or slide down a little bit more? Here we go. Perfect. All right, another round of applause for students graduating with high honors. Thank you all. Congratulations. For over 25 years, the faculty has selected students to commemorate noteworthy accomplishments and leadership in a field of study. The outstanding students being honored tonight have demonstrated significant achievement in an academic discipline. Please join me in welcoming Sean Henney, Professor of English and Education, to the podium to present the first Outstanding Student in Communications Award.
Spring is like a perhaps hand, which comes carefully out of nowhere, arranging a window into which people look while people stare, arranging and changing, placing carefully there a strange thing and a known thing here, and changing everything carefully. Spring is like a perhaps hand in a window, carefully to and fro, moving new and old things, while people stare, carefully moving a perhaps fraction of flower here, placing an inch of air there, and without breaking anything. That's a famous poem by E. E. Cummings, but I offer it now in a tribute to Amelia Tynstra. The poem is about both the power of spring and the power of the artist, and I see both things in Amelia, who has in the past 2 years awakened a new spring in the creative arts here on campus and contributed their own careful, delicate, and endlessly powerful art. Amelia has made other fine contributions to the academic culture here, leading the Creative Writing Club with grace and dedication, editing our literary magazine with absolute excellence, earning all A's for incredible academic work, including in 8 courses in our communications division. Amelia is a wonderful and supportive classmate, skilled across many disciplines. For instance, because of her, I now know more than little about piano maintenance and science fiction discourse. Professors in my division recognize and applaud Amelia's leadership, their sense of humor, their delightful critical thinking prowess, but it is as a creative writer and artist that Amelia has really shone, and where the gorgeous fire of their contributions have most impacted our college community, and the communications division in particular. Amelia has challenged all of us, and me most particularly, to provide a level of instruction and personal consideration worthy of their efforts as a student. Please read Amelia's work in your copy of Dark Matter, and come see their art exhibition at the Ludington Center of the Arts throughout the month of May. The winner of the Outstanding Student in Communications is Amelia Tynstra. Well, I know the next award is being presented by Dr. Paul Belinsky.
Evening, everyone. The recipient of the Life Sciences Student of the Year Award has many times over showed just how determined she is. She had a traumatic experience in the ER at age 13 when nurses attempted an IV 7 times before succeeding. Despite this painful memory, she's decided to pursue nursing, perhaps to prevent something like this from happening to others. Aubrey displays amazing intellectual curiosity and asks great questions. Her questions in microbiology spurred faculty discussion on the topics of viruses, causing both Dr. McLaren and I to address her questions in our teaching from here on out. She's excelled both in the general life sciences coursework on my side of the hallway, as well as the medical sciences with Dr. McLaren. She's been a delight to work with in the classroom as well as outside, where I have had the privilege of employing her as my work study to provide peer feedback to her colleagues. She was excellent while in my courses, helping fellow students keep up with and master material, and has proven a professional in managing her time and tasks as an employee. I'm sure going forward to Ferris State, where she plans to get her Bachelor of Science in Nursing, eventually working in a pediatric area, Aubrey will excel and give back tremendously to whatever community she decides to serve. The winner of the Outstanding Student in Life Sciences Award is Aubriana Foster. Our next award is Outstanding Student in Mathematics, presented by Dr. Adam Moreno, Professor of Math.
Good evening. We professors are a passionate bunch. a group of artists passionate about the subjects we've dedicated our lives to. We convey this passion not only to educate, but with hopes to inspire. But students come and go, most often taking our classes as a means to an end, passersby. But there are those that truly hear us, those that see our love for our respective arts and use it to propel themselves into our domains. These rare students make our jobs exciting, keeping us on our toes with that youthful curiosity that once fueled each of us. This year's Mathematics Award recipient is a shining example of such a student. His name is Levi. We were first introduced when he enrolled in my college algebra class. At that time, Levi's understanding of what math is was undoubtedly similar to what most think. Math is a collection of rules one follows to solve equations. Solve for x. I make a strong effort to dispel this point of view throughout my classes, which usually starts with a soapbox speech on day one. I'd like to share a bit of that speech, highlighting Levi's growth throughout. Mathematics is an art. It's a dance we perform in our minds and express on paper. Where others see an overwhelming barrage of symbols, the mathematician sees order. There is elegance and aesthetics. By accepting math as art, Levi has allowed this beauty to reveal itself to him. He understands now the ineffable charm underlying a satisfying proof or a slick technique. Mathematics is a science. It is a study of shape, quantity, and pattern. It is rigorous and systematic, with advances coming through painstaking trial and error. This is counter to the perception that in math, one must always know the answer or how to get there. Levi has learned that there is wisdom in an experiment gone wrong, that every dead end provides useful information about the path. Levi has failed more often than other students have even tried. When King Ptolemy asked Euclid if there was perhaps an easier way to learn geometry rather than read Euclid's notoriously dense geometry book, The Elements, Euclid replied, "Sire, there is no royal road to geometry." Levi understands well and makes sure to savor the journey. The only way out is through. There are no shortcuts. Perhaps the most impacting piece of advice I ever received was from a graduate advisor of mine. I was stuck trying to present a proof on the board, and time stands still in those moments. And she told me simply, "Don't be afraid to get your hands dirty." And I'll never forget that phrase. As students, we're reluctant to try something if we're not 100% sure that what we're doing is correct. This fear is counterproductive and prevents growth. You have to try something. Even if what you try is nonsense, writing it down and trying to articulate your thoughts will force you to make sense of what you don't understand, which is exactly what you need in that moment. Levi eagerly rolls his sleeves up and has no problem getting his hands dirty. Levi has been a presence in all of my classes, from college algebra all the way through differential equations. He's also part of an independent study where he's finally getting to see what math is really all about. His shrewd questioning and sharp logic have helped guide class discussions, often leading to places I hadn't anticipated but greatly appreciate. He is a pleasure to have in class and has the makings of a true mathematician. Please join me in congratulating the 2025 Mathematics Student of the Year, Levi Webster. Our next award is Outstanding Student of Music, presented by Ted Malt, Professor of Music.
I met this year's recipient 3 years ago at a summer memorial concert for the late Tom Thomas, former band director at Mason County Central. I was actually introduced to him by another music student, Logan Hargraves, who's here tonight. And I remember Logan telling me that our recipient was an outstanding musician. So I introduced myself and said I'd be in contact. The thing is, our recipient was, at that time, from Big Rapids. And I really didn't think that he would drive for a rehearsal from Big Rapids. So the first rehearsal of the semester started, and there he was. He was covered all in drywall dust and paint. He finished up his construction job, made the 90-minute drive to campus. This was a jazz band rehearsal where he played bass trombone, and boy, was I impressed. We finished the rehearsal, and he said he would be back. He had not only traveled round trip almost 3 hours to join jazz band, but he also came out for Monday Night Wind Symphony, where he played his primary instrument, the tuba. After we finished the semester, I asked our recipient if he had ever thought of coming back to school, just in a casual conversation. And after many talks, he found residency at Ludington, in the Ludington area, and started his academic career at West Shore Community College. Our recipient has been an outstanding full-time addition to our program. He is currently performing as an arts intern, jazz band member, wind symphony member. He's a member of the concert choir, and you might have heard his unbelievable voice in a little show we had this past fall entitled Beauty and the Beast, where he played the Beast. Our recipient is continuing his education at WSCC, working in electronics, and is working as an intern with both the WSCC Performing Arts Department and Ludington Electric. I believe our recipient has embraced the true mission of our college and is a model for why WSCC is such an important place. The winner of this year's Outstanding Student Music Award is my friend Benjamin Swanson. Our next award is the Outstanding Student in Physical Science, presented by Joe Grahowski, Professor of Math and Science.
We're getting there, folks. This is not Will's first trip up here. 2023, Will was given the math award by Dr. Moreno. This year, picking an outstanding student in physical science was actually a bit of a challenge. I've had a good batch of students. There were many worthy candidates, but I feel that Will distinguished himself with his outstanding curiosity. Many students will have questions for me throughout the semester. I teach physics here, so usually the questions are like, can I be done with my physics homework now? But Will's questions are generally different than that. Will asks me questions about the extra reading that he's done in the textbook. He asks me about how our content may correspond to things he's learned in other classes. And most typically, will ask me questions about technology, like some kind of engine or something like that, that he's wondering how that corresponds to what we're learning in class. He's outstandingly polite as well, so he will come into my office and apologize for being there, and as if answering student questions wasn't the best part of our job. And he will come in and ask, "Professor, are headlights wired in series or parallel? And is the fuse before the split or after? Professor, can an AC motor be powered by any frequency voltage input?" That last one, those are the worst. As a physics person, we know basic fundamental principles of just about everything, but when it comes to application, our guess is only slightly better than yours, That was an engineering question, and Will is 100% an engineer. Those are simply the types of questions that he has. He asks challenging questions, and challenging questions to instructors are, again, they are very gratifying. Even if they are difficult for us to answer, it is gratifying for us to see that we have students that are asking those difficult questions. Professor, how many thrusters were on the space shuttle? If you wanted to know what kind of fuel the space shuttle ran on, I would suggest that you ask Will. He's bright, he's hardworking, and while he will not be taking home the Penmanship Award this year, I'm terribly lucky to have had him as a student, and our winner of the Outstanding Student in Physical Science is Will Bradford. Sorry, I want to get out of here too. Our next award is Outstanding Student in Social Science, presented by John Moore, Professor of Psychology.
At the beginning of every semester, when we can see the final list of students that will be in our classes, there are some names that just make us jump for joy. This student's name is one of those names. For example, when I saw last semester that she would be in my abnormal psychology class, I had a moment where I was just clapping like a demented seal. With this student, I knew that I could expect a very engaged and enthusiastic student that would produce very high quality work and would do all that she could to succeed in the class. She met these expectations and more. Psychology classes often require students to engage with material that is quite difficult, both academically and emotionally. She excelled in terms of understanding the material and also in terms of treating the material with a high level of maturity and respect. It was not a surprise to me that her chosen future is in a health profession, and I'm sure that she will excel in the nursing program here. I'm also sure that the nursing profession will benefit from her being in it, and I have no doubt that she will be the kind of person that makes a profound difference in the lives of many individuals. What was perhaps a surprise was how well this student has done despite being so busy with so many other roles and responsibilities, from playing sports to her job as a certified nursing assistant, to be involved in so many things while maintaining an excellent GPA is really impressive. This is the point where I was going to sing The Greatest Love of All by Whitney Houston. You know, the one that begins with, I believe the children are our future. But there's just no time. So without further ado, the award for Outstanding Student in Social Sciences is going to Grace Ashley. Our next award is Outstanding Student in Accounting, presented by Katie Stewart, Professor of Business.
Good evening. It is truly my honor to introduce this year's Outstanding Student in Accounting. This award recognizes not only academic excellence, but also resilience, character, and a passion for learning. And tonight's recipient exemplifies all of that and more. This student began her college journey some time ago, but like many, life called her in another direction. She took a break to start and raise a family, pouring her energy into being a mother of 4. A couple years ago, she returned to college, this time with a new focus and a spark for accounting. And just as she was getting back into the rhythm of classes, life surprised her again with baby number 5. Despite the challenges of homeschooling 4 children, caring for a baby, and working from home in administrative management, she is not letting anything get in the way of her education. In fact, she's done all of this while maintaining a perfect 4.0. let that sink in for a minute. Beyond the classroom, she's also made time to take advantage of every opportunity to grow and connect. For the past 3 years, she has participated in the speed interview event, impressing professionals each year with her preparation, poise, and professionalism. She is a remarkable role model, not only for her own children, but for her classmates and anyone who's ever questioned whether they could go back and finish what they started. She is currently exploring transfer options, and I have no doubt she will thrive wherever she chooses to continue her educational journey. Please join me in congratulating this year's outstanding student in accounting, Rebecca Hanna. Okay, one more from me. Our next Outstanding Student Award is in business. It is my honor to introduce this year's Outstanding Student in Business Award recipient. This award recognizes a student who not only excels academically, but also demonstrates initiative, leadership, and a true passion for their future in business. The student we are recognizing tonight has consistently gone above and beyond, showing an unwavering commitment to both his education and his personal growth. He prides himself on doing his best in everything he takes on, and that dedication has been evident in every class, every project, and every challenge he's faced. Balancing school and work is no easy feat, yet he's managed to do both successfully, showing discipline, resilience, and strong time management. His academic record and what he's done outside the classroom are impressive. He's earned Microsoft certifications, is a proud member of the Phi Theta Kappa, and actively pursued opportunities to grow, like attending a leadership retreat when invited, and completing an internship with a well-respected accounting firm. These are not just check boxes on a resume. They are examples of a student who is preparing himself for a meaningful and impactful career. This fall, he'll take the next step by transferring to Ferris State University, and I have no doubt that he'll continue to succeed and make a difference wherever he goes. I can't wait to hear about the great things he does in the future. Please join me in congratulating this year's Outstanding Student in Business, Brandon Vanderzanden. Our final Outstanding Student Award is in Early Education, presented by Lisa Morley, Professor of Early Childhood Education and Program Lead.
Thank you, Katie. Good evening, everyone. It is my privilege to speak about and announce the winner of this year's Outstanding Student in Early Education. Every year, Professor Sean Henney and I evaluate our early childhood and education students for the characteristics that duplicate qualities of being a strong teacher. Those characteristics are natural leadership skills, capacity to inspire while encouraging a growth mindset, Being a good teacher goes beyond delivering information, but creates a positive learning environment that shapes a child's life. This student is active with her family, full-time employment, in college while maintaining an excellent GPA. Here are a few words Professor Sean Henney had about this year's recipient. She has been the heart and soul of my reading methods class this semester. I've been trying to teach the class hybrid and high flex, and she is the student whose graciousness and leadership have, first of all, helped me to develop a meaningful practice in trying to deliver the course that way, and secondly, keep up the energy and level of engagement for herself and her peers, despite her trying to do the coursework after a full day of work. Her own academic efforts have been top-notch. She possesses a wonderful intellectual curiosity and a real heart, a passion. In fact, for learning that will benefit her own students. I am deeply grateful for her commitment and excellence as a student. These characteristics that Professor Henne has mentioned reminded me of a quote by Scott Hayden. Teachers have 3 loves: love of learning, love of learners, and love of bringing the first 2 together. This year's recipient emulates this and inspires our next generation. This year's recipient is unfortunately unable to attend tonight, but I would like everyone to give a round of applause for Sydney Ibarra. Thank you.
The Outstanding Graduate Awards recognize the highest degree of student accomplishment at West Shore in arts and sciences and occupational programs. To qualify, students must have earned a cumulative GPA of 3.5 or higher and demonstrate effective communication, critical and creative thinking, and professionalism. These are also known as West Shore's core abilities. The core abilities are institution-wide learning outcomes designed to prepare students for academic, professional, and personal success. Dean Johnson, will you please come to the podium to announce the Outstanding Graduate Award in Arts and Sciences?
Good evening. Tonight, we have honored students who have left a lasting positive impression on our community. And this year's award winner for the Outstanding Graduate in Arts and Sciences is no exception. He arrived in my class his very first semester here, so this is extremely meaningful to me to be able to present to him. During his time here, he has continued to remind me why I teach, why we study, and why the pursuit of knowledge is a lifelong journey that is indeed worth taking. Albert Einstein said, "The important thing is to not stop questioning. Curiosity has its own reason for existing." This year's winner lives by this philosophy. He does not simply accept information. He analyzes it, he works to understand it, he wants to know how this piece fits into the big picture. An ideal student. As his physics professor, Joe Grahusky, told me, he quickly figured out how to do complete problems sufficiently, but still worried about understanding the meaning of the techniques he learned and how they fit in with our other content. He suspected he was able to do the problems, but was still missing some deeper connection. How many students are so circumspect? Not many. That circumspection and curiosity were also noted by Dr. Belinsky. He called our recipient, quote, endlessly curious. Whether it's the wonders of the dinosaurs or the complexity of DNA or the elegance of the plant form and function, he finds it all utterly fascinating and worth his time and effort to understand. He leaves our college as an exemplar of that metamorphosis that can happen when a student really devotes themselves to learning. That metamorphosis was not just in the sciences, though, and I get really excited as the Dean of Arts and Sciences when we have a student that excels in both sides, and this student does as well. Sean Henne, professor of English and Education, told me that, quote, our recipient has become quite the skilled and versatile rhetorician, so that both his academic work and his creative writing have blossomed with his passion for the craft. He has left an indelible mark due to his deep and abiding care for his own work and that of his peers, as a student, as an embedded coach, and as a leader of Dark Matter, our literary magazine. I must say, he's one of the most magnificent human beings I've ever had the pleasure to work with. Jennifer Lundberg-Anders, his communications professor, told me, quote, his determination to excel is matched by his humility, his sincerity, and his maturity. He is thoughtful, creative, and curious. I just could not agree more. It's just been such a pleasure to have him here at West Shore. We wish him the very best as he continues his journey at Michigan Tech, and we know he's going to excel. We expect great things from you, Baden Webster, our winner of the Outstanding Graduate in Arts and Sciences. There's one more award left. So excited, forgot to announce the next one. Up next is Dean Michael Masters, and he will give out the award for Outstanding Graduate in Occupational Programs.
Good evening. The key criteria in the selection of the Outstanding Graduate in Occupational Programs, in addition to a 3.5 or higher grade point average, are critical and creative thinking, professionalism, effective communication, and leadership. We also consider how the student plans to apply these skills in their future academic or professional endeavors. The Occupational Programs Division then has the challenging task of selecting just one student for this prestigious award. The award recognizes academic excellence and signifies commitment to professional growth and leadership in occupational programs. This year's recipient is our first of two students in the partnership between West Shore Community College, Michigan Works West Central, and Corewell Health Ludington in a pre-licensure U.S. Department of Labor Registered Nurse Apprenticeship Program. This is the first ever registered nurse apprentice program in the state of Michigan, and the first, or second, depending on who is counting, program in the nation. Regardless, this is groundbreaking, and she is setting precedent for future students. The recipient is also pursuing her Bachelor of Science in Nursing at Ferris State University through a West Shore Community College, Ferris State University RN to BSN grant partnership. She has recently accepted an ER position with Corewell Health, Big Rapids Hospital, and as a few weeks ago, is a new mother. Instructor Jesse Keeson shared, "I'm grateful for having the award recipient as a student. She has a calm and assuring presence that will comfort so many people during her nursing career. Her commitment to effort, integrity, serving others is foundational in all that she does." And Professor Dwayne Kelly stated, "She is an excellent nursing student who has consistently been one of the top performers in her class, academically and clinically. She has excellent assessment skills and establishes great relationships with her patients. I would definitely allow her to care for me and my family." The winner of this year's Outstanding Graduate in Occupational Programs is Samantha Jensen.
Thank you all for attending the 2025 West Shore Community College Student Award Ceremony. Congratulations and best of luck to all WSCC graduates. Good night, everyone.